There's always another enemy. In the 1950s, it was the Russians. Us and them locked in a Cold War. But in 1961, it was against our own people. The rock and roll riots hit. Youth culture clashed with authorities over new music and the movement sweeping across the country that came with it. During the civil unrest of those times, many of rock and roll's upcoming stars were killed in violent protests during concerts. The 60s would bring isolation and stagnation. Nixon beat Kennedy for the White House and immediately set out his agenda. Ask not what's in it for you, ask what's in it for the U.S. We withdrew from the world stage. Vietnam descended into civil war. Russia intervened, but as the scale of the war grew, its popularity fell. The USSR saw peace movements and embraced social change. Back home in the US of A, business and industry grew unfettered. Corporations became more influential than government. Pollution increased rapidly. The climate began to change. And those fat off the profits of oil and industry denied anything was wrong. Pretty soon there were water shortages and famine, and not long after came corruption and rampant inequality. Out of poverty and tension, gang cults formed, becoming more daring and violent as authorities attempted to stop them, making broken cities and the vast big empty their home. In desperation, the Enderby Amendment to the U.S. Constitution opened the door to private policing by sanctioned operatives, which rapidly eclipsed official law enforcement agencies. This is the dog-eat-dog world we live in today, where the gangs and the hired guns and the corporations that pay their bills clash in the scarred wastelands we call home. Welcome to the land of the free. North America, 2025.
Exclamation everybody, and welcome to Dark Future Blood Red States. It is by Auric Digital, and apparently Games Workshop has something to do with it too, although they don't show up on as any kind of publisher or anything. I believe this is an adaptation of some sort of tabletop game. It is currently fully released out on Steam for 25% off at $18.74 US, normally $24.99. Now, I am, let's see if we, just make sure, yeah, okay. So I have played, I want that to stop doing that. I have played just the tutorial, the Brain in a Jar tutorial. So I think I know some of the basics, at least the controlling basics anyway. This is going to be largely my first time looking at it. So what drew me to this, I did see some like developer commentary and stuff like that, where it was like, and here's how we're doing driving and all that stuff. So I'm very interested to see how this fleshes out and all that stuff. So without further ado, let's start a new session. And yeah, I guess I don't know, it's only giving me the brain in the jar. It's not giving me anyone else that I can unlock, so I don't know what that's all about. I guess we don't have any perks because we're a brain in a jar. And a standard car variant and all that stuff. Here's the engine and a few other things. Remote control. So yeah, everything's kind of locked off right now, which I'm not entirely a fan of, but whatever. Let's just go and start a run. This is technically our first run. Alright. Is this coming through? Is this coming through okay? Fantastic. Well, there's good news and there's bad news, Speed Racer. The bad news is that you burned to death after an explosion ripped through your vehicle. You were caught in the middle of gang something turf war. Whoops. Almost got you. Almost lost you there. Do remain calm or this Gentech mind reader won't be able to work. It connects your brain with the computer. The reason we can have this conversation, so we want it at maximum efficiency. Oh, related to that, some more bad news. How do I put this delicately? Your brain in a jar. Slight change in body chemistry detected. A couple cc's of morphineta should keep you nicely balanced. Balanced chemically. Physically, you're balanced on 3 books in a jar. The brain interface computer thing means that every action can be done remotely using sophisticated bioelectronics. Or failing that, the equipment I've hooked you up to here. Sure, you might feel as if you're living in a nightmarish unreality where death is your only escape, but... where was I going with this? Right, but you can do a bunch of stuff you used to do in your previous life. On that note, the fact I found you in an interceptor makes me think you worked as a sanctioned operative. The highway warriors you see taking out gang cults on ZBC's nightly news. Though you're a little more than a human brain with wires sticking out of it, you can still command your car, view the highways you're battling on, interact with a terminal like this one, and communicate with others. You just can't touch anything. Oh yes, the good news. Because you're able to do everything you need to do as a sanctioned op, you've been determined fit for work by the U.S. government intranet. Additional bad news. This does mean that legally the state is no longer responsible for your well-being and you'll need to support yourself. But for a plucky person like you, that's no problem, right? Huh, there goes that body chemistry change again. Well, let's make some money. Just pick a mission, hit the road, and reap rewards. Okay. There's an ongoing fuel shortage in the Big Empty. As you complete missions, the cost of fuel will gradually escalate. Your goal is to complete your objectives before the price of fuel becomes too high to afford. Failure to do so can leave you stranded without fuel, ending your run. Okay. Well, that's kind of a crappy way of doing that, but alright, that's fine. So... no perk selected. Tune your visual style. I guess this is fine for now. I don't need to really work with the visuals, although I guess it would be interesting to see. You can change like all the... yeah. Okay. Let's make it as outrageous as we can here. Plate color. Right. Number plates. There it is. Main color. Let's go really wild and crazy here. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Alright. Anywho, so what do? We have $30,000. We've got 4 out of 5 fuel. Our weight is 54 out of 80. Okay, everything seems fine here. So missions, I guess? Mission screen. This screen allows you to select and launch a mission. Every time you come to the garage after a mission, a new selection of missions will be available here. And there's a mutator with a difficulty rating. Okay. If the icon is small, plus on it, the mission features a mission mutator. Alright. Traveling to a mission consumes fuel, with some missions taking more than others. If a red fuel icon is present next to the launch mission, it means you lack the necessary fuel to undertake the mission. Okay, well that's a thing. So I don't see anything with mutators. I do see a couple ones. So I guess we'll take a couple ones maybe, if I'm seeing this right. Well, it's not letting me... oh, close overlay. There you go. Tutorial. Okay, I already did that. Intercept. Client wants someone dead. Rack up kills of enemy vehicles to build up the meter. Once it's full, the target will come out of hiding, kill them to complete the mission. Okay. Sounds easy enough. So we'll launch that mission then. 260k we get from it. Alright, interception. Find and destroy the gang cult bosses. Kill till boss appears. Alright. So this has got a command mode and an auto drive and things like that. So should be able to command it to do things. Like slow down and whatnot. Execute orders. Slow down a bit here as well. Yeah, that's good. A little too late to be slowing down, I guess. Alright, let's slow down a little bit more. And do I have anything on the side that I can use? No. Yeah, let's slow way down. Let's get back up to speed. Oh, there is a match speed. Yeah, let's match their speed. Match the speed of that guy. And use our stuff here. Alright, match the speed of that guy. Actually, you know what? Let's go a little bit faster. Catch up to him. Oh, jeez, they're like falling over here. Alright, match his speed. Execute orders. Let's get over in this lane here. Alright, slow way the hell down. There we go. And then match his speed. Over in that lane, I guess. Turret lock, okay. Are these? Oh, that's a rear weapon, that's right. That's right, the turret's in the middle and then the other things are up front. Which don't really work if you're not in the right lane. This guy has completely stopped. I'm just using the 1 and 2 buttons now. Okay, and then we'll, was it F4 to match speed? Alright. I know it's weird constantly going in and out of this mode, but it's like the only way I know things right now. Not matching speed? Yeah, it is. Okay. Boost and then brake. Core repair. Okay, so brake is F3. I should probably use that at times. Trying not to use the command mode that much because it's, you know, it kind of breaks up the flow a little bit, but I didn't need it right now. Can I go plus or minus? No, I can't really. Okay. Execute orders. Oh, W and S will go faster. That's what it is. No, what? Excuse me. I'm hitting like F4 to match the speed, and it's not matching speed to the right person here. Okay, that's just what. Controls are not very good. They're not very good at all. Like, I get that you gotta go in and out of command mode and stuff, but that's just... That does not... Those controls do not feel good. They really do not. Because it's like you're constantly in it. You're constantly popping in and out of this command mode, which I get it. You know, you want to, like, you know, make it very tactical, and I'm cool with tactical stuff, but it's so annoying to constantly pop in and out and pop in and out. And it's, you know, you think they would have figured out a better way of doing that. Because it's just like, especially when you get like 2 or 3 of them on the screen, like your car doesn't slow down fast enough, and all kinds of other things. Influence the outcome of a gang war in favor of one side. All right, fine. I would like to do a lot of stuff in this mode, you know, because it's far more fluid. But there we go. You have to hit F4 and then that. I gotta catch up to him first. And I gotta actually hit him when he's on the right road here. God damn this. It's just like things happen so freaking quickly here that I can't like they slow down so quickly. And these guys are now in my way. There, and I want to do an F4 on him. Oh my god, these guys are just in my freaking way here. What are you supposed to do? How am I supposed to hit this guy if he's going to be in my way? Like, seriously. And then why is this not matching? Like, he's still getting away from me, and I'm telling it to match speed. I do not like these controls at all. I thought, you know, when I was watching the videos for this, I thought, oh, this ought to work really well. Like, this will be a nice. Why am I shooting at that guy? I have this guy targeted. Why would it change to? Holy hell! This is bad. Like, this is not good. These controls are terrible. Holy crap! Like, I thought this was going to be pretty intuitive, and it's just not at all. And I want to target this guy. I guess it doesn't matter which one I actually target, but still, I've been targeting this guy. Why would I suddenly? Oh my god! What the frig, man? All right, this is really pissing me off now. And this is like the easiest thing too. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt and just like, oh, I'm just still learning, so it's just going to take a little bit of time, but it's not endearing itself to me right now. And I don't know why, like, these look like allied, right? So why would my guns even target them if they're allied with me? Hell? What is... Wait, what? No, what? Stop! Jesus Christ! What? There's a guy right here! Like, what are you doing? Why are my guns targeting my ally? I want this other guy targeted. What the hell is going on? Why is this game so broken? Like, it's like you gotta target. I want that guy. Like, I had that guy highlighted as my target, and my guns are still tracking the other dude. All right, let's get a boost, I guess. my god, this is like, this is, I can't believe they released this way. Like, it's, I don't know, man. Clearly I'm missing something here, because this can't be this janky. Wait, I'm still 0% help the allied gang win the war. How am I still 0% if I'm targeting the people that have little target things above them? Am I supposed to protect the ones that are... Am I supposed to protect the ones that have the shield on them? Because these are, like... Or am I supposed to shoot the ones with the shield on them? I think I'm supposed to protect them, right? Because they got a freaking shield icon, right? Okay, I told that to match speed with it, and it's still... Like, this guy's still on my ass. Like, what this is stupid. This is really stupid. Like, this AI is as brain dead as can be here. I mean, I get... Yes, it's supposed to be... It's supposed to be an easy mission, and I get that. Do the light pipe bombs and see if that does anything. Okay, let's actually click on things and see if it works better when you click on things. Oh my god, it's like I can't do things fast enough to make a difference here. Click on this, click on him. That one's down. Way too much to do that, though, I feel like. The other guy is just out. They're out for a Sunday drive here. Alright, so match speed with that guy. I don't understand why my... Like, it says that it's matching speed with it, but it's not like I'm... You know what I mean? It says it's matching speed, but it's... This guy is... he's still pulling away from me. Okay, we'll do match speed with him. Alright, and we'll go 1, 2, punch. I like how it's like, you've matched speed with him, but he's still pulling away. It's... Okay, we got like 1 minute left here. Or 2 minutes left, whatever. Come on. Come on. Shoot this guy. There we go. I mean, I'm really just waiting for it to spawn things at this point. Like, I'm kind of at the mercy of the game actually spawning people in for me to take on. Like, I mean, yeah, there's a minute left. Like, oh, great. Well, I mean, there's no one for me to shoot, so what would you like me to do about that? Like, I don't see any icons down below either that's telling me to go there either. I don't know why it allows me to even target these allied gang members. You know what I mean? Like, if they're... And it says 0% help the allied gang kill enemies while allied vehicles push bar and a meter to the right. Okay, I've been pushing the bar and a meter to the right. Have the meter fill beyond the bar. Oop. I'll have the meter fill beyond the bar. What? Wait, what does that mean? I don't understand that. I don't understand that mission. I really don't. Apparently I'm super dense because I don't understand what I was supposed to do there. I had 0%, but I shot all those guys with the target on their heads. Am I not supposed to shoot the target guys? Am I supposed to shoot the shield guys? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you put a shield icon over something you're supposed to destroy? That okay, let's just brush it off and let's see what else we got here. Find ones that hit one of their rivals where it really hurts their wallet via higher insurance premiums. Reach the target, robo trucks, and destroy them to complete the mission. And what is this? Just intercept. Okay. Well, let's do this one since it's a different mission type. And we'll see what happens, I guess. Destroy enemy robo trucks. Got it. I see. Now see, they've got like a target icon over them, right? I mean, that's what I was doing. I was shooting the people with the target icon on them. Of course, now there's guys behind me, which is just fantastic. Have some freaking bombs, you freaking bastards. Okay, that was a thing, I guess. Intercept the next robo truck. Have some more pipe bombs, I guess. And I guess we'll do a boost. Well, there's the robo truck, and I don't want to match speed with it yet. I want to catch up with it. Now I probably want to match speed with it. Okay, I got guys behind me. That's a thing. I'm doing damage to it. That's nice. Got through its armor in the back. Alright, well that was a thing then. So we got a successful mission. So for once, I apparently read the mission correctly. Alright, 260k. So how do you buy a complete objective? Pay cash to complete this objective, making money. Okay. You need 290k. So how do I buy repair recharge plus combat laser single mission ops so I can hire somebody to help me? Looks like buyback. Alright, what? Oh, here we go. Buy for 40k. Buy fuel. Alright. Well, let's buy it now while it's still cheap, right? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Missions. Data heist. Information wanted from a competitor. This is 260k. That should be enough to get my first objective anyway. Let's do that. I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing. I have a feeling it's not going to matter even if I did read the whole thing. I'm a little bit upset right now. Hack information from the Robotrucks before time runs out. Okay. So, intercept another Robotruck. So, we'll go max speed then, I guess. Yeah, let's boost. Some boost going. Alright, we're coming up on them very quickly here. Oh, I gotta get over there? Okay. Oh, you gotta follow the thing around? Oh, come on. Really? With how janky the controls are in this? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, we'll just sit right on his ass here. God damn it, it's like... Oh, he slows down so freaking quickly that I can't get to it in time. Alright, and then do that. This is going to be really freaking annoying. so that... Why is he still... It's not actually... it's not actually matching speed because he kept going... He kept falling back further. Like, this is what's driving me nuts. It's like it's not actually matching speed because he's slowing down and my car's not staying in the bubble. Look at this. Look at this. He's slowing down and it's not... I tell it to match speed. It doesn't match speed. Like, what the frick are you supposed to do? I mean, I'm sorry. I'm used to games when you say match speed, they actually freaking match your speed. I've played enough space games to know what match speed means. Look at this. It's not... It's still falling out of the bubble. I can't, like, convey how broken that is. There it is, mission success. Oh my god. Like, really? Alright, 260k there, so we can complete our objective here. Welcome back. I forgot to say, my name's Quinn, the biosurgeon around here. I didn't go to medical school or get a fancy degree, but I quickly became the best and only doctor around after I paid for my own medical franchise via a local Genentech representative. I couldn't find any matches for your DNA in the database, and you managed to get your other medical details erased. You fancy, Dad. That screams sanction up to me. Oh, And on the subject of names, I'm just going to call you Casey because, well, why not? I'm assuming you can't remember your proper name, right? The whole amnesia thing is partly because you were involved in a car accident, but it's mostly because I chemically induced it. Forgetting about horrendous mental anguish after a serious incident is the best way back into productive society. That's my theory anyway. But in your case, I guess it means you don't know anything about your past and there's no way to find any loved ones to fill you in on the details. Whoops. Anyway, what can I do? What I can do is catch you up on what you missed during your long-term snooze. First question, what year do you think this is? Oh, you're about 30 years out, buddy. It's 2025, April 5th. You were out catching criminals in the mid-90s when the likes of the Go-Go Boys were tearing it up on TV and Red Harvest was a firm fixture of Los Angeles Channel 23. Boy, I used to love that Enola Gay V12 of hers. Had a poster of that car and Harvest on my wall. But now the Go-Go Boys are Go-Go gone. Red Harvest went into hiding when she couldn't handle the publicity. Channel 23 doesn't exist anymore, and for that matter, neither does much of Los Angeles. Not everything's changed, though. Corporations still run every element of the country. The president is still a celebrity with political aspirations, and supply and demand are still dominant laws that govern society. Fuel is getting more expensive by the day, but with reserves drying up and pipeline attacks by terrorists and the gang cults hitting robo-truck fuel convoys. It's a dangerous world out there, especially for sanctioned ops like yourself, so you'll want to cover your assets. Weapons, armor, a better engine. It all helps give you an edge. Actually, let's get you kitted out right now. Okay, purchase one or better items. Right. So, shop. And I guess we should buy, I mean, is this machine gun better than the one I have? Like, how do I know? So, item info, front slots, weight 10. Like, how do I know if this is better or worse? Just because it costs more? Can I see what this says? Light machine gun. Weight is 3. Front slot low grade balanced. This doesn't... It just tells me that the weight, it's heavier weight. Like, I don't know if it's better or worse. I assume it's better because, you know, it's more expensive, so I guess we'll do that. It's not occupied. Well, yeah, duh. Like, buy and sell, dude. What do you expect from me? Here. The turrets. A cutting beam, so I guess we'll sell that and buy the cutting beam, I guess. Engine upgrade is 210k. Explosive damage plus. Increasing damage dealt by any equipped explosive-based weapon. Okay. And then brake force increases the power of the brake's ability. I mean, I got the money. I might as well just buy them, I guess. Sure. I don't know. Sure, I said. I got 1k left. Complete objective. Very nice, Casey. That is certainly going to maim and or kill people much more effectively than your previous weapon. All in self-defense or the pursuit of murderous criminals, of course. And just like guns, not all missions you'll take on are made equal. People will no doubt come to you during the next phase of your career looking for different results. Someone might be looking for you to... I'm looking for a tactful way of putting this that doesn't just straight up say how sketchy and corrupt sanction ops can be. Well, someone might want you to recoup damages done to their business by leveling the playing field against someone else's business, if you catch my drift. Or they might ask you to recover a piece of data that they strongly believe is morally theirs, even if legally that absolutely is not the case. All this is to say that whatever jobs you take on, you should read the objective when you've been provided before riding out into the desert. So let's practice our basic reading and comprehension, shall we? Yeah, bullshit. Apparently, I could read these missions 20 times a Sunday and it still won't work properly. Damages. Client wants to hit one of their rivals where it really hurts their wallets. Reach the target robo-trucks and destroy them and complete the mission. Okay, we've done that before. Blockade run. You must reach a destination set by a client. Pass through the enemy blockades, add to the meter. Once it's completely full, you have reached your objective, completing the mission. That's 3 enemy blockades. Okay. Quote, a client has requested you thin out the enemy's numbers and provide a number they would like eliminated. Kill enemies, add to the meter. Once full mission is complete. Oh, well, let's do that. Why not? Sure. 390k, why not? Why not try it? Alright, take out the enemies. Gang members, got it. Any day now. There we go. Alright, we're going to do a little bit of this. And we're going to do a bit of that. And that was kind of easy. Drop some of those behind me. This is crazy pants here. Can I do... Cutting beam is not available yet. Want something to be available here. These are available now. Alright, so this is about as ugly as it could be here. Well, we're 38%, at least. Okay, I like how the cars just come out and they just flip over. Get over here. I can certainly get over there, but he's not gonna let me do much here. This is just, I was really hoping for like a better experience here. This feels like the jankiest combat experience you could ever have with these cars. Like, it's just, let's just hit brakes here on this guy, and like there's cars that are flipped over you can't do anything about. My cutting beam for some reason will not target this guy who's right next to me that I'm targeting with everything. Like, how, like, Jesus Christ, like, target the thing that I tell you to target. Alright. Now just spawning all kinds of cars here. I don't know. This is just ridiculous right now. Who am I targeting? This guy? Let's target this guy. I literally selected this guy here and my cutting beam switched over to the other car. I don't, it's like it's not even honoring your inputs. It's not even honoring inputs or anything. All right. I feel like this is a bit of a buggy mess right now. Like the combat doesn't feel good at all. Like the setting and the story seem really cool, but the combat is terrible, and the combat's the only thing you've got going for you right now. Excuse me. Combat's the only thing it's got going for it, and it's just horrible. Like it's goofy and it's janky and it doesn't nothing flows well. You have to pop in and out of the command mode. You can't because your car will not respond fast enough if you're not in command mode to do things. You're right, like to brake and all that stuff. Like you can do everything with the hotkeys, but they don't respond fast enough, and it just feels terrible. Like the whole feeling of the game is just off. And I mean, it's got one mechanic, for crying out loud. It's got one freaking base mechanic, and they haven't even managed to make that feel good. I don't get it. I really don't get it. This feels like it should be an early access game, and I don't see any evidence that this is still early access here. I'm looking on the Steam page, and there's as far as I can tell, this is just freaking released, and it's terrible. In its current form. So I mean, there's the soundtrack is a DLC and stuff like that, but it's I don't know what to say, friends. I'm kind of I don't want to be overly negative about games, but this is just like one of those things where I'm just like, I don't know why this is so. It doesn't feel good at all. Like you look at this on videos and it's like, oh, that looks like it's a really cool game, but it's not. It's just nothing works right. It doesn't feel good. It's some of the missions apparently just don't plain old work. I mean, I don't know what else to say. And I'm 4 missions in, and I'm already repeating myself here with what mission types there are. And I mean, it was kind of cool, like that getting the data off of that one thing was kind of interesting. It was certainly a different mission type, but now I'm just right back to the normal stuff. And I mean, and then what's also irking me, and I don't know why this is irking me so much, but the idea that your end game is run as many missions as you can before you can no longer afford gas. And I'm like, that seems, I don't know to anybody else, but that seems like a crappy end game, right? It's like we could put some sort of story in here, but instead we're just going to make you grind through the same old missions over and over again. And then at some point in the future, the cost of gas will be so high that you won't be able to buy even one quart of it. So then you'll be done. It's like, ugh, that just, I don't know. It feels like a crappy way of ending the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of games that have fuel as a mechanic. Like, I'm thinking FTL here, and stuff like that. There's plenty of games that have fuel as a mechanic, but they have an end game. Like, the end game, yes, your game could end early because you run out of fuel and you don't have any way of replenishing it. But that's never been like the end game. You know what I mean? And that just seems like a letdown to my sensibilities. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading between too many lines here. Maybe it's just, the way it's supposed to be. I don't know. I mean, I think they're adapting some sort of tabletop game, so maybe that's how the tabletop game ends. I couldn't tell you. I feel like it's a bit of a cop out, though. I really do. And there's story here, and like I said, the story seems interesting. As I get spam mail and all that stuff here, but it's not like the missions are the only thing that you can really do, right? I mean, if it was just story, it would be a visual novel, but it's not. It's just like there's not even enough story there to call it a visual novel. It's more of a just here's a bunch of really unsatisfying missions to run, you know, which sucks. I was kind of pumped up for this because I saw the videos, and in fact on the Steam page they have, you know, people streaming it right now, and it, you know, you look at the videos of it and it looks really cool, but having played it just for a little bit of time here, it's really not. It's kind of, it just already feels repetitive, and I don't know. This feels like an early access game. This does not feel like something that's actually been completed. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this aside and I'm going to come back to it in a couple months and see if they've improved it to the point where it actually feels like a fun game to play. I think somewhere along the line they forgot to make a fun game. Is what I'm getting at here. So in any event, let's back to the main menu here. Alright, well, I mean, this, my friends, has been Dark Future Blood Red States. It's apparently fully released out on Steam. It's currently 25% off at $18.74, normally $24.99. It is by Oric Digital, and it is a adaptation, I believe, of some Games Workshop tabletop thing. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.